Okay, guys. So those of you that followed me before will know that me and Mitch have trained before, you know. And a lot of you, what we didn't get to do, obviously you saw us hitting it and hitting it hard. But what you didn't get to do was to just get an insight into how we met and why we were training together. You know, so and also today the amazing thing is we're going to train again and we're going to just give you an insights to the movements that we do and why we're doing them. Tell them how we met.
So randomly one day I noticed that you followed me. You're going through my page and I was in there watching. I was like, oh, and I think I messaged you and I was like, thank you so much. Like the support like blew me away.
And I'll tell you why I followed him. Now for me, I was flicking through Instagram and I just saw him killing it. And like you're gonna see it today, Mitch doesn't play with his training at all. You know, so when I saw that, I was like, I flicked through a few videos. I was like, whoa, this guy's really getting after it. And when I see that, it inspires me. You know, anyone that's getting after it, it's weird because you know what? People will see me.
Yeah.
And they always ask, they say, oh, what can I do to train with you? And it's like, there isn't like a specific thing, you know?
No.
Like, if I'm inspired and I like what you do, like I like how you, so a lot of people think they have to be a certain strength.
Yeah.
You know, I've got to be strong to train. No.
To be big, like, yeah.
Nah, you just got to have the effort level, you know?
Yeah.
As long as I see the effort level, I can vibe with that, and then we can both kill it, you know?
I love that.
So that's what I saw, and then that's why, I thought, do you know what, I'd like to see your journey. So that's why I followed you, and then you messaged me, and then we just, like you said, you wanted that. Should we hit a session? I was like, yeah, of course,
sure,
of course, why not? It just happened, man. Yeah. And we could have recorded the last session, but to be honest, we both just felt like let's just hit it,
get to know each other.
Exactly that. So so when we both came. Like we both didn't have our videographers with us, you know. We never planned it, but we just both didn't have them, and we're like, look, let's just hit it and enjoy the session, you know.
Yeah.
But this time around, like we've already got to know each other.
Yeah.
And I would love for you, while we're training, to share with them some of the stuff that you shared with me, like your motivation, you know, like the reason why you put so much effort and why you kill it, you know, so that you guys can just get some inspiration from that. But anyway, we're gonna go train. We're gonna hit arms today.
Let's kill
it. Let's kill it. Okay, first exercise we're gonna do unilaterally, so that's just one side at a time. And with arms, I always do biceps and triceps on the same day, and I split it up, agonist, antagonist. So we're gonna do the first exercise is tricep, next one bicep, and then so on and so forth. So let's get it started. So guys, we're going to start with high reps, as always, to start it off. Get the blood in there before we start working with any decent weight. What's your favorite training day?
My favorite is probably back.
Oh yeah?
I can get both my arms going in it. It just feels good.
Okay.
Legs are fun too.
We'd have to do back another time.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That's for sure. I mean, you mentioned it today, but then I was like, I recently did it.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I know. That's the worst.
Nice.
How long have you been training, Mitch?
It's about a year and a half
Nice.
now. Yeah.
And were you following Sim for a while? Like,
oh yeah. So like my buddy that actually, this is what's funny. So when I first started, I would just go with my buddy that was he's like super fit, and he was trying to do an Instagram. So he was like, hey, you should come with and just like film for me. And so I started going with him. And while we were there, he's like, you should try some of this stuff.
Right.
So I started trying, and I'm like, I love this. And like every day we're just trying something new. And it was just started feeling natural.
yeah, it gets addicting.
It does. It totally does.
With him frequently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I switched it because he switched gyms, so I switched to his gym.
Oh snap.
So
okay.
we probably 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay.
Still train together. Yeah.
Do you prefer training with a partner or training on your own?
I actually prefer on my own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, like, 'cause, one of my main goals is to lose weight.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just way easier to keep my heart rate up.
Okay.
If I'm just in there going at it.
Yeah.
So there's time and a place for both. I like having someone there to help me to like try new things.
Yeah.
But if I know what I'm gonna do that day, and the main goal is to just kill it, then
How's the weight loss going?
it's going. It's slower than before, but still, like, honestly, I've stopped looking at the scale as much as just going with how I feel. And I know I'm down to at least like 185 now.
Okay.
So a total of about 65 now, 65 pounds.
Wow.
There you go.
7.
Nice. There you go. Awesome. Do you get like messages from people that are in similar positions that want to train and like ask for tips and stuff like that?
More so parents.
Oh yeah,
like, parents of like.
Of course, I didn't even think. Yeah.
Parents of like kids, like especially the ones that have really young ones.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
whoa, like how did you know? Like, what made you want to do? Like, they want to know, like, because they want their kid to be able to do the same
Of course,
thing.
yeah.
And that's like for me, that's like the best messages I get.
When it hits
It's
you,
like with
yeah.
the kids.
Yeah.
'Cause then I resonate with that.
You just went out and did it.
Yeah.
And the more you've done, the more you realise you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
But what about like obviously with the kids when they're starting, they might not believe in themselves in terms of what they physically can do. So what would you say to them?
It's like you have this in your mind.
Yeah.
Like what you think your limitations are.
Yeah.
And like those aren't real. Like without you going out and just trying, you don't actually know.
Because why I ask? It's one thing for the parents to want their child to do it. It's another for the child to think they can.
Exactly.
So with you telling them,
Yeah, it's just you have to like put aside just the things that you think about yourself.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think I could do half the things I do now in the gym or anywhere.
Yeah.
And what's cool is that it's affected so much in my normal life. Like just being able to do simple things like transfer now. Like that's huge. Like massive.
Yeah.
I'm way more independent than I
that's
ever
dope.
was even a year ago.
Yeah.
So like that stuff's just priceless, and I want anyone in a similar situation to me to make sure they know that like you can try. And like it's okay if you fail the first few times.
And what I draw from you as well is you don't have to be in a similar situation to draw the inspiration. Trust me. It's just a get up and go attitude, man. And anyone can draw from that. Like just put the work in, and you can achieve anything. Man. So that's what I draw from you.
No, I appreciate that. That means more to me than anything.
Okay, we're gonna go one up, and we're looking for maybe 6 to 8. Good. 6. Keep it straight. There you go. So what we're gonna do is what I always do is once we get to a weight that's like challenging. I would say that was a challenging weight. We're gonna do that at least 2 to 3 times because that's the one that we want. So we're gonna hit that 2 to 3 times, and then we're gonna move on. So last time we trained, we did a lot of sets.
Yeah, we did.
What do you say? What would you say to people about that style of training? Because I think you said it was a bit new to you, but from what I remember, you enjoyed it. The fact that we kept killing it.
I loved it. And my favorite thing was like, especially for arms, for me, it's like I have one arm. So like a lot of times if I just do arms day, I don't feel it as much as I feel like I should. But doing just that many sets, like at the end on the way home, driving back, my arm was dead.
Did you try incorporating that with your other muscle groups?
Yeah, that's what I started doing, and I saw a huge improvement. So I'm a big believer now. I tell everyone back home, I'm like, hey, don't worry so much about hitting every machine in the gym. Focus on the exercises. And just hit it hard. Yeah.
There we go. 4, 5, clean. Go for the 8. Let's do it. 7. One more. Nice. Clean. Good set. Okay, next exercise we're going to do is hammer curls. Love hammer curls. Great exercise for the biceps. A lot of people ask, what's the best exercise? I never say there is the best exercise. There's several that you should incorporate. Like barbell curls, concentration curls. All these exercises should be a part of your routine. But hammer curls are great because they also hit the forearm, the brachioradialis, this here. So they're a great exercise. So we're going to start. is another goal that you're working towards? Like, is there an exercise that you've wanted to be able to do that you can't do yet, or that you've been trying to improve on?
Like my crazy ones are like I want to do a 1-arm push-up.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I'm not super far off.
Yeah.
I got a little more weight to lose.
Yeah.
A little bit stronger to get,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
stuff like that.
See,
And
I want to see that, man. I'm gonna keep looking
yeah,
out now.
I know.
I'm gonna
right?
keep looking out. I want to see that. Yeah.
Gotta keep saying, hey, how's that coming?
So, how close are you now? So that when you do it,
I'll do it on my bed sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll like do it on my bed and I can like get like a little bit off,
Yeah.
but the bed's squishy, obviously.
yeah, of course. So
but-
it's just building up the strength with it.
Yeah, I think
dope,
it's just
yeah.
at least be able to do something, because even that's like it's useful for me.
Oh, of course,
I
yeah.
gotta like push myself
Yeah.
off. Like
Okay.
it's cool. I don't know. I do it with my knees.
Yeah.
But
Well, same. No, it's how you can do it.
it's just how much
Yeah.
weight you can
Yeah.
push off. Like that's
It's a difficult exercise regardless.
It is, yeah, I know, that's what
I
I'm
used
like-
to, when I was first starting off, and I used to do press ups at home.
Oh yeah.
Like I used to do all sorts of press ups. I used to do diamond press ups, 1-arm press ups, and it was so easy. But having built like the majority of my mass through gym,
Yeah.
I left that alone for a bit. When I go back to it now, it's hard. You know,
Really?
so yeah, like 1-arm press, I can still do it.
Yeah.
But I don't feel the same. Like
Okay.
before, I was like a feather. You know,
Yeah,
up and down. Now
it's true.
it's like I'm feeling every rep, like pushing through. You know, so
That's awesome.
it's a difficult exercise for sure.
Yeah.
Question that always throws me, but they ask what's your motivation. Personally, I love training. It seems like such an easy
You've
answer.
loved it since you were a kid, right?
Exactly. So for me, I enjoy my lifting. So
Yeah.
when they say what gets you motivated, it's like I go to have a good time. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying my training. You know.
Yeah.
So what's yours? What motivates you to train?
It's just like getting better. I'm addicted to it. Like bettering myself.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, he's like, I went 24 years without like really, I mean, I cared.
Yeah.
Like I did physical therapy when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
But it was just, I mean, you're a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to do it. Like,
Yeah,
and
see,
I was
this is
just
what
like
that
Indian
lends
kid.
itself to what I was talking about.
Yeah.
About kids might not want to do it, like you
Yeah.
know. But then they never know until they start
Yeah.
what they can actually achieve. Yeah.
Exactly. And for me,
Yeah.
it's like, I didn't want to do it necessarily because I didn't really see the value of it.
Yeah.
You know? And that just comes from growing older
Actually,
and learning.
other than like, because not everyone's interested in fitness, but
Yeah.
what I want you to let them know is, other than the physical side and the what you've been able to do physically,
Yeah.
let them know how it's affected you mentally,
Oh.
because that's important.
Mentally, that's way more important to me, and to like for the confidence is just huge. And as far as like being able to just like be independent has created so many opportunities that like mentally just stronger.
Right.
Just because it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't. It's just it's hard to explain, but mentally, just I feel like a different person.
Yeah.
Just doing more.
Were doctors ever telling you not to work out? Like, have you ever?
No,
CrossFit.
I think it's what's more on my part is just like I've never had anyone say like, hey, try it.
Right.
For me, it's like I had to figure out on my own, because like I'm a one of a kind case. So like when I was born, there's no name for it.
Right.
So basically, when I was born, I had 2 chromosomes that switched spots, and when that happened, one of my vertebrae in my neck bent in and did damage to my spinal cord. So it's like a spinal cord injury at birth, and then I have a little bit of, like they call it like spasticity in my arms, my ankles are kind of ducked out, a bunch of different random things. So it's like there's never had a doctor tell me I can't, but never had a doctor also like say, hey, you should try this. You know what I mean? It's kind of so it's been fun.
So what was the spark then? What was the spark? Was it you said your friend that
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and it's just, and honestly, like I have like all my family and my brothers, like
yeah.
everyone, they're all into sports.
Yeah.
Like, and I've always kind of been competitive.
Yeah.
And just love sports.
Not getting cold. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do
Well,
it.
keep talking about
yeah, let's do
go.
it. So I don't know. I've always kind of had that mental, but then all of a sudden the gym, I was like, wait, it's something I can do.
And it's funny because a lot of you guys, sometimes I get questions like, oh, but why? Like, why are you training so hard? Why? they don't get it. It's a mental well-being as well.
Yeah,
it's not just I'm not competing I'm not training for a competition.
No.
You know, and initially when I first started, I wasn't even training to build a physique.
No.
I just enjoyed my training. It feels good, you know. But so that's what some people don't genuinely understand. They're like, but why do you need all this muscle? And it's like, it's not that.
I don't think it's
not that.
muscle.
Yeah. I mean, for some people it is, but personally, and from when I've related to you, there's an enjoyment there. There's an enjoyment, and like you said, the progression.
Yes.
Just progressing at something on a daily basis is amazing.
Exactly. It's not about looking good. It's about feeling good.
Sure. All right, we're gonna hit that drop set, man.
Let's do it. Don't be afraid to start with the bar, man. You lot saw me, I started with the bar without putting any weight on. That's just to firstly, make sure I'm in the right position, and secondly, just make sure that my movement's fluid before I start putting weight on. So that's what Mitch is about to do. Just make sure he's in the right position before we can put in any weight. It's cool to see like just how many people are watching, and like if I struggle at all, someone's there in a second to help grab grab an extension or whatever.
And for me, like, you got to remember this, like Instagram, you can demonstrate an exercise.
Yeah.
You can show, you know, a quick routine.
Yeah.
YouTube is where people get to hear your personality.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure none of these people have heard you speak today about your training like methods and your ideals, etc. So that's the difference with YouTube, because it's a longer video. You need to express yourself more. So I'll definitely say to create a channel, do both. You know. Let's go.
Alright, let's do it.
5, 6, good. 7, 8, clean set. There you go. There's 2 more there at least. Get it. Last one. Up. Hook. Good set. We're gonna finish this exercise with a nice drop set. So we're gonna be dropping, well, the first one I'm gonna take the 2 plates off, and then it's 1 plate for the rest of them. So let's get it done. When you're doing your drop set, you really want to get your numbers right, and I don't mean the number of reps. Drop set is good as a good exercise to do to failure, because you once you failed, you move on to the next set. But when I say numbers, I mean getting the right weight, because you want it so it's challenging, but you still want to get reps on it, So I went heavier than the weight that I've even been working with, just because I knew I could get maybe 3-4 reps. And then you drop, and then you keep squeezing and you keep getting it out. So make sure you choose your weight carefully. Give yourself enough space between the weights in terms of how heavy they are, so that you're able to get quality reps in each set. So for example, had I dropped from was it like 3.5 plates to 3 plates, it might not have been as successful as that. I maybe would have got 1 or 2 on the 3 plate, because the drop's not big enough. So yeah, give yourself a decent number of weight drop to get the reps out. let's go. 12, let's work, man. Up, 13. I see 15, man. Up, there you go. And rack it. Oh. My man, dope, dope.
few extra reps when we were Simeon.
Calls out that number and you got to hit it.
Yeah, I was like, all right, we're going.
Okay, so the majority of the exercises we've done today, we actually did before. So we're familiar with them, you know. However, what I want to try is a bodyweight exercise for biceps, which is, it's a chin up, but close grip. So we're both going to do that, and we're going to do it off the Smith because it's easier for us to adjust. How do you feel about that?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Okay. So guys, if you want to, you know, target your biceps more when doing a chin up, you bring your arms together. And you have a close grip. The wider you go, the more back you're going to incorporate. You know, so nice and close. I'm going to cross my legs so I can hang, and just bringing myself up. There you go. Long breather before the last one. Hit that 10. Get it? Get it? Fantastic. There you go. Smash it. Smash it, man. Wicked, man. The bodyweight exercises can be the worst. Especially because we did it after, you know, after everything we've done, you know. But yeah.
Feels good.
That's it, man, guys, man. Like, arms trained. Good session, both feeling it. Both,
oh, yeah.
You know, both knackered. Dope session, man. But what we're gonna do is, we've given them arms. Okay. Maybe in a few weeks, we'll give them something else. Yeah, why not, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Cool, man. Any last words you wanna leave them with? Any like words of wisdom or motivation you just wanna let them know before?
Yeah. So, my things, always try. Yeah. Try everything. No excuses.
No excuses, man. Straight.
They don't. You can't come at me with any excuses. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to hear them. So just get at it.
Wicked,
get to
man.
work.
That's it, man. I ain't got to say any more than that. So yeah, we're gonna bring you some more. And so you're gonna make a YouTube channel. Obviously, yeah. I can't give out the channel yet because you haven't made it. But what we'll do is, when the channel is live, the next video we do, I'm gonna give you guys the handle so you can follow, you can get motivated, and you can kill it like Mitch, man.
Hey,
wicked, dope.
Appreciate that. Good session.